In object-oriented programming, today we will understand very popular word constructor. Before understanding briefly the word constructor, we will understand our traditional programming and what till now we were doing. तो अब हमें समझना है कि कंस्ट्रक्टर का यूज हम किस तरीके से अपने ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्राम में कर सकते हैं. तो आई विल गिव यू very specific theory of this constructor. Now start with one statement. In front of you there is a one statement. Now in statement, what are written? X dot get data in parenthesis bracket. There are three important parameters. First is 100, second is 299, and third is 95. Now what is it? Is it class statement or is it function statement? So basically it is function statement. Now can you tell what is the name of this statement and what exactly this statement is doing? So here in this statement there are many things. First there is x. So what is x? So we have to understand there is x. So I want to say this x is nothing but a object. Clear? So here the three important parameters are there and the name of function, that is the first is object. So what is here object? It is x. Now the member function. What is a member function here? Get data, which is a member function. And argument. What are the arguments? 100, 299, and what? 95. So here these are the important terms in this statement. Now this statement is called as what? This statement called as a calling statement. Clear? So these are the fundamental concept of this statement. Now we will understand more and more. Now here I am telling if this statement passes the initial value, this statement passes the initial values as arguments to the function get data. Now in this get data function, this value are assigned to private variable of object x. So this is the actual characteristics of this get data. Now all those function call statement are used to are used with appropriate object. So here we are using function call, we are using object. So function call, that is the get data, and this X is a object. And this object already have been created. Now it means there is also class. So very first there is a class, then main function, and then there is a object X. Now very important statement, this function cannot be used to initialize the member variable at the time of creation their objects. So what is the sense of this important line? What is meant by the initialization? So I will explain the word initialization. As you know, traditionally we are doing int say m. Okay. Now this means what? You are declaring m. Clear? Now I am using int n is equal to 10. What is it meant? It is meant by you are declaring n as well as you are initializing n with value 10. Now another statement. Say int p is equal to n. Now tell me what is meant by it. So this statement is telling this is a declaration statement, and here we are declaring p. Also we are initializing p, but this initialization is indirect. Why? Because there is p is equal to n is there, and already n has some value, that is the 10. So this is about the initialization statement concept. Now come to here. This function cannot be used to initialize the member variable at the time of creation of their object. So this type of function actually is not doing the similar concept. So this function basically not doing such type of the concept. Clear? So here we have to learn more about the initialization of data member. So let's study more and more and get the proper concept of constructor. Now here again I am explaining the same initialization theory. For example, int m is equal to 10. So here we are initializing m with value 10. Now here we are initializing float with value 5.75. Now this kind of initialization are valid initialization statements. But this initialization are valid for basic data type. Now what are the basic data type? Basic data type are int, then float, and k. These are the fundamental data type. And for this data type, this type of statement of initialization are valid. Now, similarly, when a variable of built-in type means दिस इज द बिल्ट इन टाइप, इसी को हम लोग बिल्ट इन टाइप भी बोलते हैं। नाउ व्हेन दिस वेरिएबल ऑफ बिल्ट इन टाइप गोes out of scope, out of scope, out of scope means, again here we have to understand scope concept. Now I will explain you the scope. Let I have one pair of curly bracket and another pair of curly bracket here. Now let here there is say int m is equal to 10. Clear? Now and after that I am telling C out what m. Okay. Now later on again I am using the this int n is equal to 20. Now I am using the word C out what your n. Now tell me what we have. There is two block. One is int m is equal to 10 and another block in which n is 20 and C out. Okay. Now as soon as this int m is equal to 10, due to this m in this curly bracket, you can't get the value 10 here because this m is a out of scope. But in second bracket, int n is equal to 20. So this n is in this scope. That's why you should get the value 20. So this is known as a scope. So whenever this built-in type goes out of scope, then compiler automatically destroy this variable. Clear? Automatically, because there is no need of such kind of data type. So compiler automatically destroy this variable. That's why, because here we do not want the value m, so that the compiler should destroy this m. Okay. But it has not happened with the object. This is the particular important concept. This kind of theory is not happened with the object. It is therefore clear that if there is a need of feature of class, there is need of features. हमें कुछ ना कुछ क्लास के फीचर्स की जरूरत है टू बी एक्सप्लोर्ड, इसे एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए, that would enable us to initialize the object when they are created, but during destroy when their presence is no longer necessary. ठीक है, जब हमें क्रिएट करना है तब हम उस चीज को इनिशियलाइज करेंगे, ऑब्जेक्ट को यूज करेंगे, पर जब हमें उसको नहीं यूज करना है तो वी विल डू डिस्ट्रॉय एंड प्रेजेंस इज नो लॉन्गर नेसेसरी. ठीक है, तो सिंस देयर इज नो प्रेजेंस इज रिक्वायर्ड, वी हैव टू डिस्ट्रॉय एंड व्हेनेवर वी रिक्वायर वी विल keep the values as it is in the object. So this is about this creation and destroy is necessary in the class. Now this two word create and destroy, these two word basically become as a word constructor. This become as a constructor. Create means constructor, destroy means destructor. So whenever you require, class create a initialization to the constructor and it will destroy whenever no longer these are necessary. So C++ provide a special member function. So constructor and destructor are the special member function. Now this constructor enables an object to initialize when it is created, and this is known as automatic initialization of objects. It also provides another member function called as the destructor. So constructor, destructor, both are member function of a class. Now the destructor basically destroy the objects when they are no longer required. So this is actually in the C++, not in the your C language. The C language basically provide such kind of behavior. I think you are also understanding very important popular term known as a your what? Constructor. Okay. Now we will understand more in the constructor. So here very first we will understand how we can declare and define constructor. So in front of you the complete structure is there. Now this is basically declaration as well as define a constructor. Where is constructor? It is a question. So constructor, as we can say, this is a constructor function. Why function? Because it is using parentheses. In parentheses, void is there, look like your similar function. So we have to say the integer is a one function. Can you say it is a constructor? Yes, we can say the constructor. Why? Because this function is using same name of class. So whenever any function using the name of class, the function is called as a constructor. Now this constructor can ready to input but can't use the return data type. Return data type हमें यहाँ पर use नहीं करना है. But if you want, you can make a parameterized function. Means you can make a parameterized constructor. Now here what actually we are doing? We are doing here initialization of this m and n. So m is equal to 0 and n is equal to your 0. Normally in the compiler we cannot initialize m is equal to 0 and n is equal to 0. Basically this is restrictions in the compiler. You can't initialize directly in the data member. So method is that you have to create constructor. If you are not creating such constructor, automatically this class will create default constructor and initialize this all. How we can prove it? Very interesting. How we can prove it? Now see, let you have a one class, say XYZ, and you are using here what data member as a say int, here data member as a int say m. Okay, now you use public and make the public section void say display. Now in display you say cout m. Okay, now you close the your class definition. So in this definition, there is no value of initial value of m. Now you use int main, in which you write the object xyz as a object, and through object you call the display function. Now the question, will you get any value of m? हमें m की कोई वैल्यू मिलेगी? तो आंसर इज यस और नो, वैल्यू मिलनी चाहिए. अब वैल्यू बेसिकली आपको कौन सी मिलेगी? वैल्यू आपको 0 मिलना चाहिए या फिर कुछ गार्बेज मिलना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो टेल मी व्हाट यू विल गेट, 0 और गार्बेज. बेसिकली यू शुड गेट ए 0 because here default constructor is using automatically in this xyz. So if you are getting a garbage, for example you are making a program in the C language, अगर मैं इसे C language में बना रहा हूँ, say void main, and I am using the word int m and the cout m, and let you are what you do, you are running this program. Now what you will get the value m here. So m, will you get 0? This is the question, will you get 0 or not? अगर आपको 0 मिल रहा है तब तो बेस्ट है. There is no difference between procedure oriented and the object oriented. So this is the one best characteristics of object oriented program. If you will not initialize, you should get a value 0. Okay, so this is the one important your use of constructor. Now we will understand more in the constructor. For example, when a class contain n constructor, एक से ज्यादा भी constructor use कर सकते हैं, like above constructor, it is guaranteed that an object created by class will be initialized automatically. Okay, now how we can declare? As soon as we will create class and the object, it means this object will create itself a constructor. Okay, so here we will understand the some important characteristics. So say the important characteristics are very first, the constructor has the same name as the class itself. अगर क्लास का नाम xyz है तो कंस्ट्रक्टर का नाम भी xyz होना चाहिए. Now constructor do not have return type. कंस्ट्रक्टर जो भी फंक्शन बनता है उसमें रिटर्न टाइप नहीं होगा. Now this constructor is automatically called. इसे आपको ऑब्जेक्ट के द्वारा कॉल नहीं करना है, because it automatically called when an object is created. This automatically I will explain what is mean by automatically. देखिए, let you have one class xyz in which you have public. ठीक है, in this public I am telling say void display. Very simple question that I am explaining here automatically. Now then automatically I have C out welcome. Now tell me how we can execute it. Your answer will be very simple. What you will say is, sir, you make a object. So let I am making a object. Now in this object, say x, y, z and the object. Now through this object, as we will call display, I should get the output welcome. So student, are you agreed with this concept? If whenever you will call this display, you will get welcome. You are not automatically get welcome. है ना, मेरा आपसे ये कंसेप्ट समझाने का है कि डिस्प्ले फंक्शन को ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल नहीं कर सकते, इसे फोर्सली ऑब्जेक्ट के थ्रू कॉल करना पड़ता है। ठीक है, अब इसी प्रोग्राम को हम कैसे बनाते हैं? देखिए, इसी प्रोग्राम को हम एक और तरीके से बना सकते हैं। कैसे बनाएंगे? देखिए, लेट क्लास एक्स वाई जेड, now I have the public in which the void की जगह अब मैं बना रहा हूं कंस्ट्रक्टर। तो एक्स वाई जेड, दिस इज माई कंस्ट्रक्टर। ठीक है, अब इससे आपको बहुत क्लियर हो जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली कंसेप्ट। नाउ सी आउट इन दैट वेलकम। नाउ दिस वेलकम, ठीक है, इज अंडर द कंस्ट्रक्टर, नॉट एज ए मेंबर फंक्शन। तो यहां पर क्या है कि हमारा क्लास है। नाउ वी विल मेक ए एक्टिव फंक्शन मेन, और उसके अंदर हम क्या करने वाले हैं? एक ऑब्जेक्ट बनाएंगे। ठीक है, नाउ दिस ऑब्जेक्ट को मैं कुछ कॉल नहीं करवाऊंगा क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्टर को कॉल कर ही नहीं सकते हैं। नाउ आई विल क्लोज दिस प्रोग्राम। नाउ हियर माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट कि आफ्टर getting run this program, what you will get? Will you get welcome or not? तो यहाँ पे आप बताइए मेरे को आउटपुट क्या मिलता है। अगर यहाँ पे आपको आउटपुट वेलकम मिल जाता है, इट मीन्स कि कंस्ट्रक्टर इज कॉल्ड ऑटोमेटिकली। इसका मतलब हो जाएगा कि कंस्ट्रक्टर ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल होता है जब ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट होता है। तो ये ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हो गया और ये आपको डायरेक्टली यहाँ से वेलकम मिल गया। लेकिन इस प्रोग्राम में, अगर हम इस प्रोग्राम में देखते हैं तो यहाँ पे हमें क्या मिल रहा है? यहाँ पे हमें जब ये प्रोग्राम को रन होगा तभी मिलेगा। तो इट इज ए वर्ड ऑटोमेटिकली। ठीक है, नाउ कम टू दी अनदर कंसेप्ट कि इफ वी डू नॉट स्पेसिफाई कंस्ट्रक्टर, अगर अभी तक हमने कंस्ट्रक्टर तो कहीं बनाया नहीं था, तो वो चीज को मैं आप समझाना चाह रहा हूं कि इफ वी डू नॉट स्पेसिफाई ए कंस्ट्रक्टर, तो इस केस में क्या होगा कि C++ कंपाइलर जनरेट्स ए डिफॉल्ट कंस्ट्रक्टर फॉर प्रोग्राम एंड दिस, तो अब क्या होगा कि ये खुद ही बना लेगा एक्सेप्ट नो पैरामीटर। उसके अंदर पैरामीटर बस नहीं होंगे। ठीक है ना, उसके अंदर पैरामीटर बस नहीं होंगे और सब चीजें तो होंगी इसके अंदर। ठीक है, अब देखिए ध्यान से कि यहाँ पे एम्प्टी बॉडी रहेगी। बॉडी कैसी रहेगी? उसकी एम्प्टी रहेगी। तो दिस इज कम अंडर द फोर्थ पॉइंट कि इफ वी डू नॉट स्पेसिफाई ए कंस्ट्रक्टर, C++ compiler generate itself a default constructor for the program in which no parameter will there. Okay. Now we will understand the kind of constructor. So constructor can be classified into three categories. The first is the default category, second is the parameterized category, and third is the copy. So they are the three group of the constructor. You can create anyone, or you can create default plus parameterize, or you can create parameterize plus copy, or you can create all kind of constructor as per the your requirement. ठीक है, तो चलिए अभी हम डिफॉल्ट कंस्ट्रक्टर पर थोड़ा सा एक एक्सरसाइज करते हैं कि हाउ वी विल क्रिएट ए डिफॉल्ट कंस्ट्रक्टर. ठीक है, तो आर यू रेडी? यस, आप लोगों की तरफ से ग्रीन सिग्नल आ गया है, हैंड राइज हो गया है. नाउ आई विल क्रिएट वेरी सिंपल प्रोग्राम फॉर दिस. अब इसको बस आपको समझना है, बस आप समझते चले गए तो देखिए सारी चीजें तो समझ में आपको तभी आएंगी जब आप समझ चुके. नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. वेरी फर्स्ट वी विल क्रिएट ए व्हाट. इसको मैं छोटा करना चाहूँ तो कर सकता हूँ, इसको थोड़ा सा छोटा कर देता हूँ. देखिए आपको सब कुछ दिखने लगेगा. ठीक है, तो हियर थोड़ा सा और छोटा करता हूँ, 100 कर देता हूँ, तो आपको पूरा प्रोग्राम. यस, नाउ इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोग्राम. अब इसको ध्यान से बस समझना है. तो देखिए इसके अंदर हम लोग ये लास्ट काम आज समझेंगे, आप ज्यादा चिंता मत करिए. तो वेरी फर्स्ट यू हैव टू क्रिएट ए क्लास. तो यहाँ पे क्लास कहाँ पर दिख रही है आपको? दिस इज ए यूर क्लास. तो वेयर इज द यूर क्लास? दिस इज द यूर क्लास. यहाँ पर क्लास दिख रही है आपको. देन हियर आई हैव ए एक्टिव फंक्शन. ठीक है, हियर वी हैव ए एक्टिव फंक्शन. दिस इज यूर एक्टिव फंक्शन. ठीक है, और ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज यूर आउटपुट. तो ये तीन चीजें आपको दिख रही हैं. तो अब देखिए हम एक के बाद एक करते हैं. तो वेरी फर्स्ट वी विल मेक ए our simple member like a AB, and this AB under the section public, ये public के साथ में. Now here there is a constructor function. In that constructor function A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Okay, now try to see very carefully this main function. In this main function you are creating a object name as a C. Now here I am using constructor 3 times in the 3 purpose. Now this is the first constructor. This is known as a name of the constructor. Now here I am using one more constructor. This is the constructor function. Now here I am using the constructor. This is a your object creating theory. So here we are creating a object C. Now through C, I want to display this value 10 and 20. I can directly get values. Why? Because this AB declare under the public section. So here your A as a string, C dot A, it is a your value, and you will get a value of this A. C is the object. So C object consists of A and B. So C dot A gives the 10 and C dot B gives the 20. So here you are getting A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. So C dot B gives the 20 and the C dot A gives the 10. So this is about the demonstration of constructor. I hope like this program you can create from yourself very easily. So be ready for the next video and the next free or the next application of the constructor. Thank you to all.